Alrighty, we are live. Ooh, my coffee is ready. We are live today for What's in Your Portfolio. Cody should be joining us soon. Good morning to you too, Live and Learn. Glad to have you in here. Let me just put on a Discord. As you good morning to you too, Live and Learn. I hope it's going well for you. My day is going the same. Kind of in a chipper mood. Bought a duplex for my for my real estate portfolio. So nothing big, just a simple duplex out in a small town in the south here. So making having some productivity. So we're all pretty much good. We're going to get that closed tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to be pretty busy. But welcome in, you guys. Don't know if Cody's going to be in here yet, but we're going to get this started. Welcome back to Simply Investing. We are Cody's not here yet, but we talk about crypto, finance, uh, stocks, anything involving investing in real estate, and also in credit investing. What I'm always getting into, as always, like I show my not only my gains but my big losses. But it seems like the last several months I've been just been taking losses. But hey, it is what it is. It's just part of the way the economy rolls. But as always, it's open forum, so you guys get to ask your questions, uh, anything revolving your portfolio, business, real estate, stocks, crypto, whatever you guys want to talk about. We're here. I usually go over on Sundays for what's in your portfolio. I go over my portfolio, show you where I'm at, kind of where I'm going, and everything, and what I'm planning on doing. And we try to answer your questions as best as possible. So, but with that said, thank you guys. If you come in, can you like and subscribe to the stream? Really appreciate that. Really appreciate all the support that you guys have. Shout out to Live and Learn. Nice job. Which state are you in? I am in Arkansas, and I'm glad to see that you're in North Carolina. I usually kind of stay my real estate properties are in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, or Missouri, because right now those are the cheapest areas. If you guys are living in those areas, you can still find properties under $150,000 that don't need much work. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but right now a lot of people are passing away in this four state area. So there's quite a few people that are passing away, so you can get a house at a good deal. Um, excuse me. So, but with that said, we're gonna get into here in a few things. As always, if you guys wanna comment on the stream, comment on TikTok. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, pretty much every platform. I'll try to get to you guys as you guys comment in, but just bear with me as I try to catch up because sometimes you guys are like flying through the comments on here. Uh, Shout out to Matt Nikal. Thanks for a little bit of support. Really appreciate it. Glad that you're in the stream. And I'm going to be posting the invite if you guys want to come on live and give your opinion live. More than welcome to. It's going to be in on the chat on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, so you can go there and join in on the link. Oops, let me get over here to the chat. So with that said here, I'm going to, go back to share screen. We're going to go over quickly where the prices are for the market. As you guys can see here, we are at a greed of 57. So definitely not making any down. We're still in the neutral territory, but we got Bitcoin still over 30,000 with 0.5% up on the day. Ethereum still in the mid 1800 range, just about 0.5% up. We have XRP, another 0.5% up, sitting at a good 46 cents, although I'm hoping that we get back into the 30s. We got Litecoin at almost about 1% down. And we got Polkadot at 1% down as well, still at $5. We got Chainlink, 0.5% up, 620. Cosmos, 2.5% up at 940. We also have Hedera 1% up, still just shy of 5 cents, and we got Quant sitting at pretty much flat at 103. Still a good time to dollar cost average into everything. As you guys know, if you've been following if you're on the Patreon, you could see that I'm still buying and dollar cost averaging in. Shout out to Friday. Hey, glad to have you in here. I'm not sure where you're getting a free Tesla stock giveaway because I don't have any Tesla stock. I had sold that actually about a year and a half ago. That was probably about the good time to get in there when I saw it start going down, so I got rid of it. Um, but glad to have you here in your support. Also, I want to say, even we're a small time channel, and I'm starting to see some bot and grifter things that have my picture on there. So be careful. Um, it's be careful with one of those because I don't really, those aren't me, so I can't really say or anything. So just be careful if it's not doing any live streams. That's definitely not our channel. So just bear with us on that there. So with that said, the crypto market are still we are still sitting just shy of 1.2 trillion. We're at 1.18 trillion. We are Bitcoin dominant stuff 49.9% with ETH at 19%. You're probably going to see Bitcoin start having a little bit more dominance as we start keep trading sideways with all this crazy price action. We're going back and forth, bears versus bull. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to do your own research. Glad to have you back in here. Don't know if I made you a moderator yet or not, but I think I already did. I think I did. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, did make him so one of our good moderators back in here. Really appreciate all your guys' support. Um, so let's go over my portfolio and really some of my losses, some of my gains. So not really not really had a lot of gains. I was pretty flat over the week to week ratio, but we will see here. If you guys are on YouTube, you can see here. So my Bitcoin, I'd only added what was it like point? I added like 0.56 Bitcoin to it. You know, still kind of same. Overall, my crypto portfolio, I'm up 1%. Like that's really it. Everything else kind of went down, other than like one thing. Which one was that one? Yes, it was my ads position, the ADS ad share coin. That one was the only one that didn't go down. It went up a little bit, but that's because I had just have a sheer volume of tokens in it. We got Link, of course. Everything just kind of went down nominally. I have about 3,200 Link, chain Link. So I went from 21,000 to 20,000. I have like 8 Bitcoin, 45 ETH, a shit ton of XRP, Atom, about 1,700. Got 2,200 DOT, 407 Quant, and 36 Litecoin. So on Litecoin, I'm kind of building, but I'm waiting for it to get back under the under the 85 range, and then I'll probably start dollar cost averaging in. My stocks, I kind of took a nice 1% hit there, $21,000 down. The stocks I carry in my dividend portfolio is Bank of America, NLY, which is a mortgage lending company and mortgage securities company, Walmart, Coinbase, Healthcare Association, BlackRock, AT&T, Apple, Microsoft, Porch Moving Group, and ORC, which is another mortgage securities company. The reason why I have NLY and ORC in there is because they're paying pretty good dividends and they pay very consistently and they pay in large amounts and their stock is cheap. So we're talking like $19 for NLY and just shy of $10 for ORC. So, or just over, I think it closed on Friday at $10.08. So, but Porch Moving Group is the only one in here that's not a dividend based stock. It's not paying me dividends, but I have it in there just because I have a long-term goal for it, and I'm trying to acquire as much as I can while it sits at a buck 34. Now that is a high risk stock. I don't recommend getting into anything in the dollar range because it could drastically affect your overall net worth if you don't have a lot of money to risk just yet. But that's one of the things that I have. Also, these are from up link to. So I have about 1,500 shares in Ripple, 1,800 shares in Uphold, and about 1,000 shares in Cerebus. Not much there, but you only get so much open rounds of private equity shares to be sold. So, and they kind of come once or twice a year. So, I'm kind of hoping that Ripple offers around in September because that'd be a good time for me to really just dump a lot of money into it. And of course, my my Betterment and Wealthfront, they're like nominal. They have charged. I think they went down like 0.5% in the overall. So that leaves me with a total valuation of 4.2 million with my crypto, my stocks, and my all my other investments. As you guys know, I have roughly now I got to add in the Bitcoin one thing here because I'm going to add that property in tomorrow, which is only about 225,000 in there. So we're going to add that in there. Plus, let's see here, 1 times 225,000. There we go. So I increased a little bit. Not really much gains there. We're going to just really add 2 units. I added 2 doors, so I'm adding in there. My other 45 doors is not going to come onto the market for. We're not. It's not coming on the upside for a while there. Um, Shout out to 682 Homes. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Shout out there, Jay Villa. Glad to have you in here. Welcome to the stream. And also shout out to Botva. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Do Your Own Research. What price do you see Ripple IPO starting at? To be honest, it's probably not going to happen for 2 to 3 years, but I probably wouldn't be surprised at maybe a $65 IPO. That's probably what's going to happen, which would be great because and that depends on how many shares they give each preferred private equity holder. Shout out to Apple Apple user 9455. Thanks for a follow. Glad to have your support. So, and as you can see here, my moving company, I actually had it appraised the about a month ago. So I finally got that paperwork in. So they appraised it. If they said it was a fair evaluation, was about $12.9 million. As you guys know, I have a moving company. We're over 5 states. And we're opening up one, two, three more locations in the next year and a half. So, as well as we're building, hopefully down in Fort Smith, trying to get approval for a big centralized warehouse because we're always going back and forth on I-40, and plan to add about 100 jobs to the area. It'd be a nice little bump. Although I'm not nothing like an Amazon warehouse, but we don't need much for a moving company. So, but that's what we're having there, as well as my logistics company as well on its way starting. Construction company is already generating positive revenue, and the detail company, well, is still chugging along there. But if you guys like to see the moving and detail company, they do have their own YouTube channels, and they are in the description on the YouTube side. So you can definitely join in there and uh, take a look at that. So with that said, that's what's in my portfolio. Not much here. Let me get this. Put the link. Bring the link in the description or in the chat on YouTube if you guys want to join us live. The link for YouTube is in my bio on TikTok if you want to hop over there and join live. More than welcome to. We can answer any questions or concerns that you guys have, or what do you guys think in the direction of where we're going. So let me just get over here. Let me go back over to Coinbase, or actually go over to, yeah, let's just go over to Coinbase or CoinMarketCap. I'm sorry. Just have this one up here. I guess Cody had to go into work a little early, so uh, can't really join. I don't think he's going to join today, but so we're gonna keep going and see what happens. Shout out to Char35. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you guys in here. Really appreciate your support. So my thoughts on the crypto where we're going in crypto is, like I've always been saying, we're still in the infancy of crypto. We still got a long ramp up. We still got a long ways to go as far as valuations. We're only sitting at 1.18 trillion. It's one of the smallest markets in the world. So we have a lot of room to grow. Even if we just get to 20 million, we're still in the low end of market valuations as a whole. And you got to remember, like Apple and Microsoft have valuations almost 3 times as big as the crypto market. So there's companies out there that have bigger valuations than the crypto market. Now we do have still a lot going on with the Bitcoin ETF. That's getting resubmitted. It's going to get approved eventually. They're going to come up with an approved version eventually for a Bitcoin ETF. We are definitely going to see more hedge funds, more institutions start buying up Bitcoin and everything. That's really what's keeping the price pretty stable. I mean, if we go on here and look, let's go to Bitcoin. I mean, you look at the buy orders and sell orders, people are just selling dust, and there are people who are buying dust. So it's like we got a lot of retail average, but when you look, if I can get back to late at night, I don't think I can get back that far. But if you go back at late at night, that's when these hedge funds are buying, and that's when you see like 20 Bitcoin, 30 Bitcoin, but they're buying in increments all over the place. So that's what's pretty much keeping us from going down to the 25 mark, or even getting under 30,000. Let's take a look at it in the 15-minute. Because I know for a while there, it looked like yesterday we were going to get to that 29,000. Yeah, well, I can do that in a second. Let me get that in here. So it's like we are having a little bit of a hard time getting there. Oops, where is my screen? Okay, I'm gonna have to find out where my thing is there. Flip camera. There we go. As you see, we're in the office here. So as you guys can see here, this is the Bitcoin chart. So right now we're sitting right here. This is where it was yesterday. I thought we were going to go low, but then that's where I said the buy orders started happening again. Now we are going back in the opposite direction. Looks like we had a little dip there down to 30,200 range, and it's like we're slowly climbing back up. And if we go and we look out, we really just been going back and forth in this 30 to 3,100 range, just back and forth, back and forth. So I've been trying to get in at the lower sides, like right here, right here. This is where I bought some more Bitcoin right here, but then I haven't done anything because I'm still waiting to see for a 20% crash. But if we're looking at 30,200 times 0.25, we're only looking at a $7,500 crash. So on this, and that's what I'm kind of hoping for. So I'm looking for like a $23,000 Bitcoin. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for on that. If you guys are on, let me get this shared here. I don't think I had it shared. Get this up here. Because we have Quant. Quant's kind of doing the same thing, although we are back down. Keeps trying to retest that market there. Let me try to show you guys that screen. there. Try to pull it out just a little bit longer. There we go. Let's show you that screen. So here we go. We have the screen kind of going down. Then we go up. And like this has just been where we are. This is where it was heavily. And now we're at, because people started taking profits, we're down here again. So what you're going to see is if we go back over all the way in here, you're going to see we're going to start going back up eventually. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to see another $95 quant, but that's where this is where we are right now. It seems like every time we get close to the 100, we start bouncing back up. So we were kind of getting close there. It's at 102 overnight. We were getting close here. It looked like we were going to go down there, but then just started trending back up. So that's just how it is. But you can see here, even here, right here, people started taking profits from here. And like I said, they'll start taking profits. And this is a good thing to practice trading on too, because quant seems to do this just religiously. It'll stay flat for a while. You can get in, and then it will rise up. It will just start shooting up as the buy orders out exceed the sell. And then the sell orders start coming back in as people start selling profits. And then exchanges start buying it. And then people start buying around here, around this point, and then it goes back up. As you can see here on the buy orders, you have someone bought 21 quant, 9 quant, 6. We got one. I think I saw there's 41, 7, 17, 10. So as you can see here, just a lot of equal action right now. So we're probably going to stay there pretty slow for a while. So let me get this screen back over here. So yeah, it's we're going to see not too much price action going forward. Like I said, it's the Bears versus bull market. Um, Not really anything. There's really not a lot going on in this market. But shout out to Botva. How do you sell crypto? Just take it off your hard wallet. Make sure you pay attention to what exchange you're selling it on, because some exchanges arbitrage a little higher, so you can maximize the gains that you have. But I keep everything on a hard wallet. I have Arculus, and then I have my Nano Ledger wallet, which just keep on a computer at home, and that's where I put like Bitcoin, Ethereum, dot. I can put Atom on my DeFi wallet with crypto.com, and then everything else is on my Arculus wallet if it supports it. And I don't usually buy a crypto unless if it's supported by one of the wallets I have. Let me move this back over here. So that's pretty much where I'm sitting at with my strategy. My goal is right now over the next probably 6 months is I'm going to dollar cost average in on all my picks. I'm going to I'm going to keep buying in my selected cryptos, and once I get to the range, I'm probably going to stop buying crypto. Once I get to either where I want to be, or if the market starts really going up and we start to see the signs of a bull run coming, I'm going to stop. But with that being said, I don't think we're going to see a bull run for a year and a half, maybe 2 years. We got quite a few things going on. We have the Airbnb market kind of going downhill, and I can't say that I saw it coming, because it was it's just like with my cleaning, when I had my cleaning company, which I did shut down this year just because I couldn't find help for it. But my cleaning crew, we did a lot of Airbnbs, and they were like getting less and less and less and less and less. Um, I guess you say patrons or just clients. Like we would clean one and then it would go empty for vacant for like a month, and then we would have a couple jobs on it. So it was starting to affect my business negatively. So I saw that we were heading to a downside. I did see 30% of the properties where I had contracts to clean went on the market, and they've been sitting on the market because they're hard to sell. They're very unique. They've been remodeled in a very specific way. So people aren't buying them and they're trying to sell them for, well, market value prices of last year, and it's not going to work. Shout out to Badva. We'll see the bull market after the halving 2024. Yes, but usually it takes about a year. So we're looking at May of 2025 for all of that action to take place. But we may not even see it then. We might see it in the fall of 2025. But with that being said, it gives us a nice long ramp to really dollar cost average in. So it's like we're not we're nowhere near where we're gonna see the bull run. So that's why I said like in six, I'm gonna keep dollar cost averaging for the next 6 months and reevaluate. Where I'm gonna be dollar cost averaging in a lot on is XRP, Quant, Ethereum, and then of course a few other big a few other big areas that big tokens that we have. Of course, I'm going to do Bitcoin as it drops, but I'm more or less holding Bitcoin for like the 10-year frame, not really the next year or two. But I always say take profits when you can take profits. Shout out to Fu. Glad to have you in here. What state are you in? As always, say I'm in the Arkansas area. I'm in kind of the Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri area. So, that's where I tend to be. Um, let's shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys where you guys cities are. If you guys want to share that. Also, guys, keep the questions coming. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to share them. I'll definitely do my best to shout you out and give you some give advice or answer your questions, or if you want to join the live and give your opinion of where the market and the economy is going. Me personally, I know there's a lot of people now really talking recession, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it seems like we're out of a recession and not out. Well, yeah, we're kind of climbing out of it right now. The recession started July of last year, and we've been going downhill. Now we're going to have the bottom of the recession soon, where we're going to have the collapse of the Airbnb market. We're going to have a lot of like the eToro, all like a lot less people are now starting their own businesses because, as a lot of people realize, owning a business is too damn hard. And it's not the I do what I want type thing, really. If you really want to succeed in business, you got to be ruthless and be prepared to work harder than you ever worked in your life. Um, but with that said, it's like I see we're gonna have one more downturn, and I'm kind of hoping it's gonna come in the next couple months. It looks like we're gonna have that as default rates on Airbnb start hitting. People who bought bad rental properties start hitting because like I've seen that in my neighborhood. Like like there's a bunch of new modern homes that were built. They're wonderful. People bought them. They're trying to Airbnb them out, or they're trying to rent out, house hack them out. And what happened is now they're going into foreclosure. So now I can start grabbing up these properties for cheap in the next 6 to 8 months. So I see that going to be because the inventory is going to double on the housing side, and then we're going to see a drop. Not to mention we got we got new home projects still being built. We still have a bunch of commercial properties being built. It's just it's just one of those things. Like it's gonna come and go. Um, I don't know how much other than to say than just be careful about it. I wouldn't be buying some high end homes if you are looking to buy properties. I wouldn't buy any high end homes right now. They're overpriced. You're paying a higher interest rate, although it's not. It's really nominal. I mean, 5% really. It doesn't bother me. So but we are looking at no one's taking the starter homes. I mean, those are still sitting at 100, 130,000. That's because they're ugly. That's the only reason. A lot of the people don't want them because it's 3 bedroom, 1 bath. They've been built in the 50s. They're not modern. They're not aesthetically pleasing to the eye. But you got to rent. You got to rent. So that's where people are people are missing opportunities because those starter home families, you can people are trying to get these $1 million homes, try to rent them out for 3,800 when you can get 10 homes and rent them out for 1,000, and you'll be lower than the market, and you'll be making some bank on there. Shout out to Phoenix, glad to have you in here. Welcome into the stream today. Shout out to 710. Where are you from? I'm from New Jersey originally. I'm just homegrown New Jersey. So I'm not from the South. I'm really from up north from New Jersey. So I guess I'm a Yankee. But glad to have you guys in here, and thanks for support. Really appreciate it. I know that we kind of started a little late today. Most of you guys are already getting your day done, especially if you live in the South. You're probably going to church. What part of New Jersey? I'm from Central New Jersey. Central New Jersey, right by the capital. Shout out to Bonneville. I'm a Yankee in the South. Hey, there you go. I will say this: I'm not used to the heat because people think that the heat is bad up north. It's about the same up north, but it's not. But the winters are rougher up north. People down here, it's like there's a dusting of snow and people panic and don't know how to drive. It's like really, I had to drive to work in like a foot and a half of snow. Like plows are out on the road. I don't know, Phoenix, if you came the from the north, then I guess you are a Yankee. That's just what I don't see. The South doesn't really call the Northers Yankees anymore. This is That's really I think they stopped it in like the 2000s. No one's really said it. They just say you're from North. But if you talk to anyone who's older, like 60 and older, they'll refer to you as a Yankee. So, um, the real I like back on the topic. NJNYC. Okay, yep. You're definitely a Yankee down in the South. Um, if you're looking to get into real estate, I would say unless if you're buying a good deal, because there are a lot of people. A lot of landowners are getting old. They're aging out. They're either selling their properties to retire and not deal with it, or they passed away and the estate's selling it off to liquidate the assets. You're getting some good opportunities. Like I saw, like there's another like a five family townhome stretch. It's got five townhomes. Like there's another one of those out in like the northeast Arkansas area. Got a couple places in Jonesboro I'm looking at. Couple places in Little Rock that got destroyed by the tornado that don't necessarily have. I guess they didn't have the insurance or not bothering it because they're sold as is with major work to be done. Like there's a lot of opportunity. And if you guys are looking for those are some good areas. Shout out to 710. I'm from California. Hard to find anything livable under 350,000. Yeah, that's a tough market. That's a tough market everything's like if it's 350,000, it's probably out in the middle of the desert with no water. Like it's terrible out there. I don't know how people are making it out in California, but my moving company. We've been moving people every summer. We move about like 100 families from California, either out to Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, or Florida area. It's just one of those things. Like moving right now in California, it's booming. Like every time I drive a truck out there, especially when I started my moving company, we would go out there to pick someone up to take them to Arkansas area. Man, it was nonstop U-Hauls, Penske trucks, budget trucks, just moving trucks going in the opposite direction, and the towns are empty. It was crazy. It was weird. It was weird. I've never been to California like that. But if you are looking for something livable, I would say Texas is a good area. If you're amicable to moving and you worked with a company that you can relocate, or if you're work from home, or if you're looking to start anew, like Texas is probably the area to go. And you don't even have to go to like Austin or Dallas. Like you can go to like Lubbock, Amarillo, Midland, Corpus Christi, Texas. There's a ton of cities that you can go into that are cheap. Like I'm still seeing houses that are like 5,000 square foot that are like $300,000. Like that's crazy for 5,000 square feet. You're getting a for like 358,000, and they're brand new houses. It's crazy. So, but with that said, I know the real estate market is kind of weighing down. That's probably the last bubble to break because we had the crypto bubble break, we had the crypto market crash, we had the stock market crash. Now the real estate's got to crash. Real estate's always the last one to crash, followed by small business. Although I've already been seeing other businesses start closing their doors, not just big companies, but small local mom and pop shops, small businesses. I mean, out of my logistics company side, I saw one, two, three, four, five furniture store companies close their doors. So we had FMO close, we had another local mattress store close, another local furniture store close. Another mattress store is definitely shuttering its doors. Um, who else was there? Two other local guys shrunk their amount of stores. So it's just the way it's going right now. And it's like I said, like the middle income people, the middle class isn't buying as much anymore. They are only really the upper class is just buying. It doesn't seem like they're just ignoring the recession. Shout out to 710. People still buying brand new houses here, and they're building more. They start at 550,000. Yeah, that sounds about right for California. So but what you guys got to realize, that's FOMO. When people experience FOMO, fear of missing out, it's a powerful force. It's a powerful force, and it will lead you to make some pretty hard and bad decisions. There's a YouTuber I follow, so shout out to Orlando Miner. You might want to follow him on YouTube. He does the housing market, and he has a whole course if you want to get in real estate. I never took his course, so I can't tell you good or bad, but he's got a good head on his shoulders, and he kind of has though he's more pessimistic than I am about the American economy, but he does have a very good viewpoint, which I think all of you guys can watch and learn from him, especially about real estate, about what's coming, things like that. He normally does lives with another YouTuber. Shout out to JT Pocket Watcher. I also watch him too. He's pretty much on point, but they really cover a lot of like scams and stuff like that. Like they're pointing out scams and things like that. But they do have other videos about investing in real estate, investing in stocks, how you should be setting your finances up, and everything like that. But with that said, I'm still in the clear with real estate. I'm not planning on getting liquidated out. I don't have any mortgages other than I'm adding another 150,000 to my mortgage list, but like I'm slowly dropping down. I get to about 3 million in mortgages, and then I increase it by 500,000. And really, a lot of it's right now tied up in that huge 45 door property that I'm trying to rehab and get those doors on the market soon. But I'm not buying any new homes. I'm either buying stuff in foreclosure or going to foreclosure, or I'm just buying estate sales where I'm going to get something for under market value because they're just they're trying to liquidate everything, get the money as quickly as possible, and move on with their lives. So, and I certainly understand that. Now, where I see the stock market going, we're going to see a nice bubble with the AI programs because now everybody's getting into AI. I don't think it's going to have anywhere near the amount of, how should I put it, anywhere near the amount of or action in to the economy. Like it's going to get rid of marketing jobs, secretary jobs, menial jobs. But as far as like electrician, plumber, carpenter, welder, labor intensive industries, and AI is not going to affect it. Where AI is going to affect is accounting, marketing, HR. You know, though I could see an HR AI bot coming in the future, like a virtual AI bot that pops up on the screen. It asks, you, people can ask their questions to it or do it's got to do what it's got to doing. My companies, I don't have HR. I solve problems by, I bring the two conflicting parties together. We figure it out. Like I'm not about this. He said, she said bullshit. You guys want to, you're adults, figure it out. Otherwise, both of you got to leave, and I'm moving on with my life. Shout out to 710. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support. I am invested in Cerebus, which is an AI company, and they're also doing some things with crypto as well. Um, I just don't see it being the hype that everyone thinks right now. Like the robotic technology is nowhere near ready for AI. And AI is kind of doing some degenerate stuff. So I don't see it can handle anything more than simple menial tasks like secretary, day planner, things like that. Shout out to Jay. Thanks for the follow. Glad to have you in here. Shout out to Scarface. Love the name. Glad to have you in here. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate the support, guys. Shout out to Jay again, sir. Your opinion on Loco stock? Hmm. I never heard of it, but you know what? We are going to take a look at it. So let me get logged in here on. Get logged in there. Okay, I guess I can't get logged in on that one. So let me just see. Can I go in my search? It won't let me search. Okay. Might have to go to a different site. Let's see here. Stocks. Yep. Okay. It won't let me do it. So let's go to Robinhood. All right. Hey, now that you gotta log into these things now, so bear with me. We're gonna look up that stock called Loco in a second. While I pull up Loco, let's see here. LOCO. Oh, Polo Loco. Okay. Um, Shout out to 710. What asset do you invest in the most? Well, my biggest asset is my moving company. It's the most valued and generates the most cash flow for me. My next one is actually coming up as the construction company I invested in with two other partners beginning of this year. It looks like it's taken off phenomenally. And then stocks is my next biggest investment. Believe it or not, crypto is my lowest investment, as it's only about 11% of my net worth, maybe a little less. Maybe it's coming out to like 7 to 8% of my net worth. But I don't have a lot in crypto. I have a lot more in stocks. Like overall stocks out of the in the crypto and stocks assets out of 4.2 million, I have 3.7 million of it in stocks. Like, and I usually plow in once a quarter quite a bit of money in there. But what I do is I use my earnings from real estate to then invest in stocks and crypto, and that's all I do. And my money from my moving company goes to invest in other ventures or reinvest back into the moving company. That's usually what it's usually what I do. So El Polo Loco Holding franchising, licensing, and operation of quick service restaurants under the name El Polo Loco. It specializes in fire grill. Okay. Well, this is a founded in 1980 in out of California. Um, Usually franchises can make it through like recessions. Food, because food is the one thing that brings people together, brings people some joy and happiness when everything's kind of looking like a doom and gloom scenario. We look at the 5 year chart. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh my goodness. Let me take a look at the 5 year chart. Excuse me. We're down overall about 20%. It Wow, saw some pretty good action. $20. People just following money in there. It looked like March. Yep, pandemic. That was a good time to buy it, and now we're back down to pandemic levels pricing. So let's go down here. Let's take a look at the earnings. So earnings. So they beat it last in fourth quarter 2021, first quarter 2022, met expectations. Beat it a little bit next quarter. Beat it a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. So I'm going to say that they're probably going to beat earnings on Q3 because it looks like last uh, Q3 of 2022 they beat it a little bit, so they're probably going to end up. It looks like following this graph, they should be somewhere between about like 17 cents a share earning. Do they pay any dividends? That's my thing. No, they do not pay any dividends. So you're really just making money on the growth. So they don't even have any Bulls versus yeah, they don't even have any analysis reports on it. Saying the past 3 years it has not been profitable, but the earning shares saying it's making money per share. So that's really weird because we're in positive earnings. So I think what they mean to say here, sometimes these articles are just FUD, but let's go take a quick look at this article. Um, oh, the stock went down 34%. Okay. So they're talking about they hasn't made a profit on the stock itself. That's a stupid reason to sell because if the company's making money, then it's a good event. Good, I would say this is a good side bet. I'd say local's a good side bet. I don't have a lot of food on my portfolio. Have a lot of healthcare, finance, and technology, and most of my stock portfolio is in Apple and Microsoft. Although I may be shedding those and taking some profit because I made considerable gains off of those over the last 10 years. Um, but what I can say is that Loco seems to be like a nice side bet. I wouldn't put more than maybe 3% of what my portfolio is in El Polo Loco, but I'll let you guys know if I do buy it, or if you guys want to join the Patreon, the link is in the bio. I put my buy orders on both stocks, crypto, and real estate. A lot of times I talk about what I'm doing in there and what I am providing, what I what I am trying to look for in my investments, and what I'm trying to do for my companies and things like that. But overall, it's a pretty sound company. I mean, it's been around for a little over 30 years. Uh, they are they are making money. The stock just hasn't been quote unquote profitable. But like if from a Warren Buffett standpoint, he like it's making cash. We're about to have we're about to have the next half of the recession. People are going to be buying more food. So no, we're not going to see a $20 because like anything that happened during the 2020 and 2021 was because of the exuberant and diligent and degenerate amount of money the Fed was printing. So and everybody getting stimulus checks, all the extra COVID money that was being pumped in went into assets like this, and so everything just rose. Now everything's coming back down to normal levels. So now we can get in and start really making some money because now we're going to invest. Because what's going to happen is everyone's going to think there's a crash. Everyone's pulling their money out. We're going to be putting money in. And then in the next 5 years, we're going to experience the growth. We're going to be selling it off. Everybody's going to be FOMOing in. And we're going to sit on the sidelines, wait for the next crash, which will happen probably around 2029, 2020, 2030 area. Because, history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. So we're probably going to have a crash around that time because everybody knows with the monetary system, we keep kicking the can down the road further and further and further. Eventually, it's going to blow up in our face. So what we're trying to do is be on the sidelines for when that does blow up. We can make some degenerate moves and grab our bags real quick. So, but shout out to Jay. The food is good too. I haven't actually tried it, but I'm guessing they're mostly in the Southwest. So maybe when I'm out in that area, I'll try it if I see it, and I can give my opinion. Shout out to 710. What's your favorite crypto? Honestly, my favorite crypto is Quant because I just think it's going to overtake the market in the next 10 years. And that is one of my long term holds is Quant. So with that being said, that's probably it. My next one's probably XRP. I've been holding that for a year and a half, and I still keep dollar cost averaging in because I still think, 46 cents is too low, but I am expecting to see like 35 cents. I'm hoping to see it 35 cents again in next like couple months as we see a 25% drop in crypto, and then I can start really buying up crypto. That is, you'll know when I should start degenerately going. Right now, I'm kind of setting the money I earn from my real estate aside for some degenerate moves into crypto. I'm trying to hopefully get a nice bag of powder to really just buy up that whole area. Um, but with that said, like it's guys been great. It's been a good hour chatting with you guys. Sorry that Cody couldn't join us in on today. I shout out to Wally Newberg. Glad to have you in here. Welcome in. And Sal, you should get a shirt made. Yeah, I've been thinking about it too. It's kind of crazy, but I've been with you. I've been thinking about it too. Shout out to George. You welcome back in. Glad to have you in here. Shout out to JD Dubs. Why don't you just use TradingView for pulling up charts? Um, I I should, but I don't really pull up the charts of stocks much because I don't focus on the day to day events of stocks. Um, Let me just put that there. I don't do day to day events on stocks because I'm in stocks for like the 10, 12 year, like 10, 15 year mark. So, but if we're going to see a prolonged recession, I'm probably going to probably cash out my Microsoft and move it over to Coca Cola because when we got down markets, Walmart and Coca Cola, they're the ones to go, and Procter and Gamble usually can make some good money off of. I think there's a few other here. Shout out to Jay. I'm DCA right now for long term. Exactly, that's what you should do. Shout out to always MV. I hope I got that right. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you joining in. Yeah, I'm definitely going to see if I can make some. My brother even said that when he listened in on his stream, I should get a shirt with Degenerate. So I'll let you guys know if that once I get that put out there. I do want to do some simply investing shirts for you guys. I'm trying to find not like overly cheap quality merchandise, but I want something that's like if you buy it, it's gonna last at least 5 years for you guys. Like, I don't want you guys to feel like you wasted your money on it. Like, cause I've seen that, and I have bought some merch from some of my favorite YouTubers or some of them are formal favorite YouTubers. Because I just like to show my support, and those shirts got destroyed like within a month, like or they tore or something like that. So it's like I'm trying to find some good quality, maybe some polos or just some regular t-shirts or something like that for you guys. So we'll see. And I'll post that in there. I actually am building a website for you guys, just simplyinvesting.net. So you guys can, I'm gonna post when new articles are coming to Patreon. My plan, I'll definitely post my interview plan because on Patreon I'm doing exclusive interviews with people in my business network, people who are prominent business leaders in certain in areas, and I'm trying to build my interviewing capabilities going up, get better and better people. I'm also working on trying to get a financial advisor to join and start doing like a once a live stream on Patreon for just Patreon users only. And it's only $3 to subscribe to the Patreon, and you get dibs on. You get first viewing on all the videos. You get first viewing on my buy when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when Cody's buying, when Cody's selling. The exclusive interviews, like season one, will only be on Patreon. So by the time season two comes out, which will be end of summer next year when it starts airing on Patreon, season one will then come to YouTube. So if you want to get that in there, get those views on view those interviews and get some knowledge before everyone else, you can definitely join the Patreon. Like I said, the link is in the bio of my TikTok, so you can join there, or it's in the description on YouTube, Twitch, and everything. Also, if you guys want to watch all the live replays, we have almost 50 lives by now, which is crazy, for only like 2 months in. um, you can go to YouTube and Rumble. We got the lives there as well. They're all the replays. They're all for display. But I think Rumble's just tied to the YouTube account, so they fall off after a certain amount of time. But all the lives are on YouTube, 100%. They are saved on YouTube and will be there. We're not going to take anything down on there. And I really want to just start like on Patreon once we maybe when I get a little bit more time when the moving season kind of slows down, kind of like do once a month, like a Zoom call with everybody, so you guys can ask more personal questions. It won't be live, it won't be recorded. Just be, you guys can ask questions about me, how I got started, why I got into the businesses I got into, things like that. I know I briefly touched on that when I'm on the live streams too, but it's a lot easier when we're not focused on the live and the comment section, all this other crazy stuff, and I can just answer your questions and really do a great job on there. I did discontinue I did discontinue the portfolio because I just don't have time to overview your guys' portfolios. But I'm more than happy to when you want to reach out privately. We can either do it over message or set up a quick Zoom call. I'm more than happy to help people out. Shout out to Wally Newberg. Where are you located? Well, my businesses are located in Northwest Arkansas. But if you're talking about all the platforms, we're on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and all that stuff. And of course, we're on Patreon and Rumble. State, Arkansas, NWA, Northwest Arkansas, right by the Razorbacks. Um, Arkansas is just it's a wonderful state if you like hiking and boating. I do like canoeing and rafting a little bit, or like kayaking. So I'm actually getting into that now that I don't have to use my pickup truck for work anymore. I bought them a nice pickup truck, so now I can take my kayaks and I'm going to go on like Sundays when it's nice. Because today it's raining and it's pretty windy. It's actually only downside I can say to Arkansas is if you grew up in the city. Shout out to Wally Newberg. I'm in upstate New York. That is a beautiful place. I went to college up there. It's very beautiful. Um, uh, I would say the bad thing about Arkansas is the tornadoes and the ice storms. Like Southern Arkansas had a bad hailstorm, and I mean, good for us. We did a lot of shed removals and things like that. There's a lot of business for that, but Arkansas, you just get pelted with weird stuff like hail and tornadoes, and then bad thunderstorms. Not Texas level bad, but still bad thunderstorms in the winter. So it's that's the only thing, and some really really bad windstorms. But other than that, it's mostly calm. It's boring out here. If you're from a city, don't come out here unless you like nature and hiking. This ain't the place to be. Uh, Shout out to all Newburgh. No snow though. So yeah, there's no snow around here. There's ice, but it's like we'll get an ice storm, and then that'd be it for the winter, and the ice would be gone in 3 or 4 days. But if you're from the city, there's nothing to do out here. There's nothing to do. I mean, there's no museums, there's no culture. There's just camping, the wilderness, and that's it. But if you like hiking, biking, trails, I mean, there's one, the Bella Vista hiking trail is 45 miles from Bella Vista, all goes all the way down to the southern point of Fayetteville, and it's actually goes about halfway down to Devil's Den, which is another cool cavern. And I will say this: the caverns are nice. Caverns are nice. If you like that hiking, then by all means come to Arkansas because you got whitewater rafting, you got kayaking, you got hiking, mountain climbing, hunting, camping. That's great. Lakes are beautiful out here. Plenty of fish, and like plenty of fish you can actually fish and eat. Like I ate some of the local fish here. A little bony, but they're rather tasty. So it's fun to just go out there, fish, get a couple fish, and that's you gut and skill them and have them for dinner. So it's definitely pretty cool because you can go to any stream out here and just fish them out. One thing I will say is because the water out here is by far the best. You wouldn't think it, but because of all the peat and the wetlands in the soil, it naturally filters the water. I mean, if you're like about 70 miles outside of Northwest Arkansas or Little Rock and you get out to like the wilderness, those streams where I mean no chicken plants, no like industry, like those small towns where there's nothing out there, the water is clean. I would still filter it, but it's like you could see right to the bottom of the ponds and lakes and rivers, like, and you could tell it's nice and like crisply cold and things like it's very interesting. And I definitely say if you are about that, this is a place to be. But I wouldn't go fishing in like the Northwest Arkansas, Fort Smith, or anything along the Arkansas River because like that's just not really is. Um, Shout to all Newbert, perfect, healthy fish, not jacked, full of nuclear waste. Yeah, it's like all natural, just nature. That's all I could say. The only thing I would say is like we do have a bit of like a wild hog problem, but that's it. So if you're looking to have a garden out here, be wary. Those suckers are coming and they ravage everything. But and I wouldn't eat them. They're not the best meat. Or I know some local folks eat here. There's some local restaurants that sell them, but they're not for eating. They're just hunt and because they're overrunning like the farms and stuff. And they do ravage the vegetation. They just eat till there's dust. So, and they are annoying little buggers too. Because when where our new warehouse is in Fayetteville, we're out in the wilderness, and they get in through the fence and they get in under the trucks and they eat the wiring, and they're nasty little buggers, and they're annoyingly stubborn and tenacious. So, but with that said, guys, thanks for coming in. We had a pretty good stream for just me being on here without Cody. Um, Thanks for all your support. Thanks for all your likes and subscribes. If we can, let's try to get some more likes and followers. Keep sharing our live streams. We're on every morning, 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday for Crypto Morning Chat. On Sunday for What's in Your Portfolio, and then we have a Wednesday night live with a chat going over avoiding scams and stuff like that. We also are on we also do I'm trying to do at least one video a week for you guys that will post to Patreon first, then we'll come to, of course, YouTube. And if you guys are looking to join the Patreon, like I said, link is in the bio of TikTok and in the description. I'm definitely trying to, and you do get access to the Discord server. I completely forgot about that. So you guys can chat about investments, and Cody and I are in and out of there pretty frequently as well. So with that being said, I also want to say next week we're going to do our live with Hex on Wednesday night, this coming Wednesday, I'm sorry, at 6 p.m. Central Time. So look out for that. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to be really moderating as I'm neutral about everything. I always say make your money where you can, but just understand the risks. And as always, respect the process. Don't try to skirt it. Don't try to cut corners. Respect the process. Don't invest more money than you're comfortable losing. And as always, make sure that you do your research and you understand how everything makes your money. Shout out to Y Newberg. You're welcome, buddy. Hope you have a great day as well. I know I am. I'm going to get this done and I'm going to barbecue some chicken tonight. So hope you guys have a great Sunday. Spend some time with family. Do your research, dollar cost averaging into smart investments, and I will certainly see you guys tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. for our crypto morning chat. There definitely is some news about crypto that we do got to go over tomorrow morning. So we're gonna have some fun. But thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Follow us on all the other platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Look for Simply Investing 6638 on YouTube or Simply Investing 2015 on Facebook. And really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I will check you guys later.